Hello and welcome to this empathy hypnotherapy session. I'm okay, you're okay. This session is designed to help your unconscious mind strengthen a steady, natural sense of human balance, where you can feel more accepting of yourself and more understanding of others, without losing your boundaries, your clarity, or your own point of view. Sometimes people move through life as if they're defending some invisible position. They may feel they have to prove they're right, prove they're good enough, prove they're safe, prove they're worthy of being heard. And when two people are doing that at the same time, it can feel as if understanding becomes harder than it needs to be. There is another way. You can begin to feel deeply and instinctively that you're okay as you're growing, learning, and improving, and that other people are okay too, even when they're imperfect, unfinished, defensive, or simply seeing the world through a different window. Now, this doesn't mean agreeing with everything, nor does it mean excusing poor behavior. You don't have to become passive. It means just standing on the solid inner ground where you can know your own worth and still recognize the humanity in someone else. When you feel I'm okay, you're okay, communication becomes less a battle and more a bridge. You can listen without surrendering, you can speak without attacking, and you can disagree without disconnecting. You notice the person behind the words, the need behind the reaction, and the fear behind the mask. And you can still remain calm, clear, and strong. During this session, your unconscious mind can begin to develop more natural empathy, more patient understanding, and a deeper respect for yourself and for others. And now you can just settle into a place where you can relax for a while undisturbed, and you can begin to get comfortable and allow your attention to turn inwards. And now, just allow your eyes to close. That's right. And take a slow breath in. And as you breathe out, begin to let go of any tension in the body. You don't have to force relaxation. You can simply allow it to begin naturally. And now place your attention on the muscles around the eyes, those small muscles that blink, focus, narrow and soften. And just imagine those muscles becoming so relaxed, so loose, so comfortably heavy, that as long as you keep that relaxation there, they simply don't want to work. Just relax them completely. Just let the eyelids rest gently. And in a moment you can test them lightly, not to open them but to notice how well you've relaxed them. Try to make them work while keeping that relaxation there, and notice that they remain comfortably closed. And that feels good. And stop testing and go deeper. And now take that same quality of relaxation from around the eyes and let it flow across your face. smoothing the forehead through the cheeks into the jaw, letting the throat soften and the shoulders drop. And with your next breath out, send that relaxation like a warm flow down through the arms, the elbows, the wrists, into the hands, all the way down to the ends of the fingers. And now as I count down from 5 to 1, with each number you can double this relaxation. 5. Relaxing the body. 4. Drifting deeper. 3. Letting the mind become quieter. 2. Every sound helping you to relax. And 1. Deeper now. And now bring your attention to the mind itself. Thoughts may come and go, and you don't need to push them away. You can just let them pass like people walking in the distance. You can notice them and just let them move on. In a moment I'll say the word deeper, and when I do, your mind and body can relax twice as much. Deeper, that's right. Deeper, double that relaxation. Deeper, calm, quiet, and relaxed. And as you rest here, listening to my words and allowing your body and mind to relax deeply, just imagine that you're standing at the beginning of a quiet pathway. This path can be through a garden, a forest, or some beautiful place your unconscious mind creates just for you. You don't have to see it clearly, you can simply sense it, feel it, know it's there. The air around you is calm, the ground beneath you is steady. And with each step along this path, you can feel yourself moving further away from old tension, old defensiveness, and closer to a deeper, wiser part of yourself. A part that already knows how to understand. A part that already knows how to stay calm. A part that already knows, I'm okay, you're okay. As you walk along this path, you may notice a gentle light ahead, warm and inviting. A light that seems to recognize you. And every step towards that light allows the body to relax more completely. Relaxation moves down through the neck and shoulders, softening the muscles that once carried unnecessary burdens. It flows through the chest, allowing the heart to feel open, protected and steady. It moves through the stomach, releasing old knots of reaction. It travels down through the hips hips, the thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles and feet, until the whole body can rest in deep, comfortable stillness. And now the path brings you to a quiet place with two chairs facing one another. One chair is for you. The other chair is for anyone in your life you may wish to understand more clearly, or for people in general, or simply for the part of humanity that has sometimes seemed difficult to understand. You don't have to invite anyone there yet. You can simply notice the space. A space where no one has to win, where no one has to lose. A space where understanding can grow. And as you sit in your chair, you can feel yourself becoming more deeply grounded, more calm, more centered, more ready to learn at an unconscious level. And as you sit there deeply relaxed, perhaps you can begin to notice that there's a difference between agreement and empathy. Agreement says, I see it the same way. Empathy says, I can understand that you're seeing it from where you are. And that is an important difference. You can understand without surrendering judgment. You can care without becoming responsible for everything. You can listen without becoming smaller, and you can speak without making someone else smaller. And the more you realize this, the easier it becomes to relax around other people's differences. And somewhere deep inside, allow the words to form gently and clearly. I'm okay. Not perfect, not finished, not above anyone, not beneath anyone. Just okay. Someone learning, adapting, feeling and thinking, choosing and growing. And now allow the second part to form. You're okay. Not always right, not always easy, not always aware, not always skillful, but human. And when the unconscious mind accepts both parts together, I'm okay, you're okay, something begins to settle. The old need to defend every inch of yourself can soften, and that old need to judge every inch of someone else can soften too. And you become freer. Now, there may have been times when someone's tone, opinion, or behavior caused an old reaction inside you. Perhaps the body tightened, the mind prepared an argument. Perhaps you withdrew, pushed back, explained too much, or listened too little. And that was an old protective pattern. It had a purpose once, and now you can develop something better. You can pause, you can breathe, you can notice, and you can respond from the stronger place within. And from now on, when you're with other people, you can begin to notice more than words. You can notice tone, intention, emotion. You can notice when someone is defending a wound rather than presenting a truth. And without having to say any of that out loud, you can allow yourself to remain steady. Empathy doesn't mean absorbing someone else's feeling. It means recognizing them. Just like watching the weather through a window, you can notice the rain without becoming the rain. You can notice the wind without becoming the wind. You can notice anger, sadness, fear, confusion, and still remain yourself. And perhaps now, in that second chair before you, you can imagine a person. It may be someone specific, or simply an image representing other people. And as you see or sense that person there, you can remain in your own chair, grounded and calm. Notice yourself breathing. Notice your body supported. Notice that you are here and they are there. And from that safe distance, you can begin to wonder, what might life look like through their eyes? Not to excuse, not to agree, just to understand. Perhaps they learned certain patterns of behavior long ago. Maybe they speak sharply when they feel unsure, or they withdraw when they feel overwhelmed. They may try to control because uncertainty once felt unsafe, and maybe they interrupt because they fear not being heard. Their boasts may show that they doubt their own worth, and their criticisms are because they never learned another way to ask for improvement. And as you consider this, you can let empathy grow in a clean and balanced way. You don't have to carry their story. You can simply recognize that there is a story, and everyone has one. And there was once a traveller who came to a village divided by a narrow river. On one side the people said, the river keeps us safe. On the other side the people said, the river keeps us apart. For years they argued about the river, each side certain the other was wrong. One day an old bridge builder arrived, and the villagers asked him, which side is right? The bridge builder smiled and said, a river can separate, a river can guide. It depends on whether you build a wall beside it or a bridge across it. And then he began to build. Not because the two sides were the same, not because their differences disappeared, but because each side could finally see the other clearly. And your unconscious mind can become like that bridge builder now, quietly, naturally and skillfully building bridges where bridges are useful, and leaving healthy distance where distance is wise. Because empathy includes wisdom. You can be warm and still have boundaries. You can be kind and still be clear. You can be open and still be discerning. You can say yes with sincerity and no with respect. Now just imagine a future situation where empathy would be useful. Perhaps a conversation, a disagreement, a moment of misunderstanding. See yourself there now, as if watching on a screen. Notice the old version of you might have reacted quickly, and now watch that change. See the newer, calmer you take an easy breath. Their face remains relaxed, their shoulders stay loose. Your voice becoming steady, measured and respectful. And perhaps you hear yourself saying something simple, either aloud or inside. I can listen and remain myself. I can understand without agreeing. I can be okay while you are okay too. Now drift into that future you as if stepping into that body and see through those eyes. Feel what it's like to be calm in that moment. Feel the steadiness in your chest, the balance in your posture, the mind becoming curious rather than defensive. And when you become curious, you might ask better questions. Listen a few seconds longer. Notice what's really being communicated beneath the surface. You might discover that some things don't need a fight. They need space. They need clarity. They need kindness. And you can know the difference more and more. Your unconscious mind can sort that out for you. I'm okay. You're okay. And because I'm okay, I don't need to overpower you. And because you're okay, I don't need to diminish you. And because we're both okay, communication can become easier. Even when people disagree, they remain human. Even when emotions rise, you can return to steadiness. Even when another person cannot yet meet you with empathy, you can still choose your own level of grace. This is real strength. Not the loud strength that has to dominate, the quiet strength that can stay present. And over the coming days and weeks, you may begin to notice small changes. A softer pause before responding, a little more patience in your listening, a clearer sense of where you end and another person begins. A calm inner voice that says, steady now, listen well, speak clearly. And each time this happens, the pattern strengthens, like a path walked again and again, becoming easier beneath the feet. You can now allow empathy to become part of your natural way of being, not forced, not sentimental, not weak, but grounded, practical, and intelligent. You can look at yourself with kinder eyes, and you can look at others with wiser eyes. And somewhere deep inside, the old mistaken idea that someone has to be wrong for someone else to be right can begin to dissolve. Because there are many moments when the deeper truth is simply this: I'm okay. You're okay. And now it's time to bring this session to a close, as these ideas continue settling in to the deeper parts of your mind. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5, and with each number you can return more fully, feeling refreshed, clear, grounded, and quietly strong. 1. Begin to notice the body resting, the position of the hands, the contact of the surface beneath you. 2. A little more awareness returning to the room around you. Sounds nearby or far away can help you orient yourself comfortably. Your unconscious mind can continue organizing everything beneficial from this session in exactly the right way. 3. Energy beginning to return gently to the body. A pleasant sense of waking after a deep and useful rest. 4. Taking a deeper breath now, fingers and toes can move slightly, the body remembering balance, the mind remembering calm. And 5. Eyes open when you're ready, coming fully back now, refreshed, awake and present. And as you return, you can bring with you that simple inner posture. Feet on the ground, breath steady, mind clear, heart open enough and boundaries strong enough. You can go about your day with a growing ability to listen more deeply, respond more wisely, and feel more at ease with yourself and others. And from this point forward, whenever you take one calm breath before responding to another person, your unconscious mind can gently reconnect you with the feeling of I'm okay, you're okay. The breath can become a quiet signal for balance, a signal to listen without losing yourself, to speak without pushing, to understand without needing to agree. And you may find yourself surprised by how often calm understanding appears at just the right moment, as if some wiser part of you has already prepared the way. Thank you for joining me on this journey today and taking this time to develop a deeper, calmer sense of empathy. And you can return to this session whenever you want to strengthen the feeling of self-respect, understanding, and clear communication. And you can carry this gentle truth with you. I'm okay. You're okay. And until next time, goodbye and good mental health.